Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the support of the channel as always. Throw me a subscribe, follow, whatever it is. A like if you must. All that stuff. That would be fantastic. Beanhole Bandit is back. Clan Relic 2 in his ST1 Tier 9 Russian heavy tank. This is a bruiser. This is the classic Russian bruiser heavy tank right here. It's Tier 9. I quite like this tank, actually. So let's just watch some face-smashing, side-scraping fun right here. Let's watch Beanhole Bandit uses armor. And you know what? Who cares? We're going to press 2 because we've got a lot of armor over there, and we're going to punch our heat through the face of these guys. And watch how Bean works this because he's pretty good at this particular play style. We've seen it before, and this was a great example of his work. So he'll come up here. He sees a Tiger 2. Tiger 2, I'm not really sure what he's looking at. He loses his mind a little bit, but the Tiger 2 thinks that he's a side scraper against an ST1's heat, and he is not. The face of the Tiger 2 just is simply not going to stop that. If he happens to hit the mantlet, okay. If he goes slightly higher low, maybe a big angle, but in general, the Tiger 2 is going to lose nearly every time, and that one goes into a rock. You can see these guys working echelon. That's a good thing. Pretty soon the artillery is going to start dumping, though. This spot is good for what they're doing, but it is vulnerable to the artillery from the red team. He's also got an E100 here. Looks like he's trying to see if he has a shot on that guy. And, oh yeah, so the E100's coming out. And the E100 is not going to have a really great game. He tends to give that flat plate. He might be scoffing the ST1's round right here. Looks like Bean's going to go after the Tiger 2 first. That's an interesting situation because if you want to come out and just take on the Tiger 2, you have to wait till he comes out, and you might even give a shot to the E100 doing that. If you want to go after the E100, you really have to expose yourself to the Tiger 2, but look at that nice bounce off the front armor, and it is angled right there. That's part of why he's coming out at the angle he's coming out, and 750 with a regular AP. The E100's regular AP is a relatively low pen round, so it is going to have some trouble. He's going to go ahead and let the stun just go away without using his kit. Actually, it looks like he did use his kit. Never mind. I stand corrected. He did use the kit. Looks like to get his dispersion down so he could take that shot on the E100. And so far, the E100's had a decent time of it. That's an angled shot. Was probably never going to pin. Bit of a wasted shot, really, right there. But he gave it a shot. He gave that shot a shot. But now the E100 comes out with his flat plate, and he eats one right into the flat side of the turret. And Bean's just trying to bait the shot. And the reason he's doing that is once the E100 shoots like that, he can come out and set up. The Arty just fired, so he does have a little while to be okay. He does have a little while before the Arty can hit him again. And we are at 1-2, so a miss right there. Stunned again. He's not taking too much damage from the artillery. Now he comes out as he's closing in on reloading. And even though the E100 was angled right there, it wasn't quite enough. Maybe a high roll on the pin, and we punch another one through the front of the E100's turret. Now he's got a lot of guys here, but there's a lot of enemy as well. So this is just a good old heavy brawl right here. Guys side scraping, poking out, looking for an advantage. There's the artillery. He takes the shot, and he backs out. Using his kit, which I think was a smart decision right there, rather than let the E100 get fully aimed in on his lower plate or try to pick out a weak spot, he just gets out of there. And that's management of the kits. Don't be afraid to use them if that's what you need to do right then. So you're just trying to bait the E100 here. So far the E100 doesn't look like he has switched over to his heat round yet, so let's see if he ever does that. Now the 103 looks like he's about to go because Bean's team is getting whittled down over here. There's the Tiger. It would be nice if he could kill him. I might have gone after that Tiger. He was backing out right there. Probably didn't want to chance the fully zoomed E100 getting a big chunk of his hit points. E100 is going to drop half. He gets hit again, and he takes that shot while stunned and actually sneaks one in there. T-32 is well too far outside in echelon. The other ST1 has bailed, headed back a little bit, and then the M103 goes ahead and says, I'm just going to take advantage of this, and we're going to start moving up. Bean says, thank you very much. I'm going to take advantage of your move and take some of your hit points. And here comes the E100, and now it looks like these guys are in big trouble. We've got an IS-7. We've got the E100 trying to push in. Bean's trying to get away from this guy. angling, pulling back as best as possible, and then the E1 or the 103 makes another mistake, eats another 460 shot. But he gets where he wants to be. He's around behind the IS-7 who hits him. He puts a shot on the IS-7. Now the IS-7 is in big trouble. But Bean has fallen back, and look at all the different tanks he's got here. Bounces off the face of the turret. And Bean and his ST-1 friend are all that's left over here against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tanks. Let's see what happens. Gets a piece of the 100. The 100 has gone to heat, but he ends up bouncing. The other ST-1 takes a piece of the 103. Bean comes around looking for a shot, can't quite get it. Be nice to make sure that this E-100 goes away, and it's not a problem. He does so. The HMC takes down the 103, and that does even some things up, but uh-oh. We've got trouble on our 6. Doesn't look like his buddy notices. He shoots his buddy, so that lets Bean auto-aim and put a big hit in on the Scorpion, who's at 711. Artie hits him, so don't have to worry too much about it. I was going to say maybe go to heat there. He accepts the fact that he might take a hit from the front because he's got to at least get rid of this Scorpion back here. And all of a sudden a T-30 shows up and things are not looking great. It looks like Bean prioritizes forward. Let's go ahead and go forward, see if we can get rid of this Tiger here. There we go. Down he goes. Tiger does HE. You know you frustrated them when you shoot HE at them. Or when they're shooting HE at you. KB4 is coming in, and now things are not going great. We're getting hit. That actually helped Bean right there. This guy pushes in. Unfortunately, he bounces. He gets that track fixed, and he needs to back out from the Conqueror. Covers up from the Conqueror, and now he's in pretty good shape. He's just fighting the KB4 here. Puts a shot through that weak spot. I think he would have got straight through the front plate, but there you go. It worked. Conqueror's coming in. Bean's trying to cover up. He backs up. Nicely done. Nicely done. That's just great brawling right there. It's unfortunate his buddy was jamming up against him, and I don't know if his buddy is worried about the T-30, but guess what? The T-30 died back there. They're using the dead tank as cover. Artillery puts a big hit on the Conqueror. Thinking about how they're going to deal with it, and all of a sudden we are down to 1 enemy tank. 5,403 damage, 788 assist. We've got 381 hit points left. Nicely done by Beanhole Bandit. That just was really it was a master's class in brawling. In fact, we'll probably call this master's class. I hadn't really considered that before I started making the video, but this will certainly go in the master's class series. It's a really nice job of brawling, shot selection, target prioritization, and surviving a big brawl against considerable overmatch. Well done there. Beanhole Bandit, 4 kills, forgot to mention that. And I don't know, I didn't watch this far. Let's see, do we actually track down the Even 90? How fun would it be if Beanhole actually got the Even 90? He is looking, oh, he's spotted. The Beanhole, oh, there he goes. The Even 90 knows he's there. The Even 90's running. Even 90's going after the other Artie. There he goes. He's taking on the ST-1. Good job. Oh, he does get a piece of him. He gets a piece. So 5,864. Looks like he'll probably die to that ST-1. No, he doesn't. He gets around behind the rock. I think Bean needs to turn the other way. Yeah. Oh, there he goes. The ST-1 got him. So that was it. 5,864. 3,390 blocked. 788 assists. It's a really nice game on heavy brawling. Great example of that. Thanks for sending that in, Beanhole. I appreciate it. For everybody else, we will see ya.